She sat in the corner of the cafe, her trembling hands wrapped tightly around a lukewarm cup of coffee. Her eyes darted nervously to the door every few seconds, as if she expected trouble to burst in at any moment. Her clothes were worn, her hair untidy, and there was a heaviness in her expression that only those who had carried too many burdens could recognize. The cafe was warm and cozy, filled with the aroma of fresh coffee and pastries, accompanied by the gentle murmur of laughter and chatter. But she looked like a shadow out of place. It was as if the very walls of the cafe were whispering, "Leave, you don't belong here." It wasn't long before a waiter approached her. "So are you going to order anything else?" he asked, his tone sharp. She shook her head timidly, whispering, "No, I just needed somewhere to sit for a while." The waiter's eyes narrowed. She had been there for nearly an hour, sipping slowly on her single cup, and other customers were beginning to notice her. A group of women at the next table exchanged judgmental glances, whispering loud enough for her to hear, "Look at her. She doesn't belong here." The manager soon came over, his voice firm and impatient. "Miss, if you're not ordering more, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This isn't a shelter." Her face flushed with embarrassment. She tried to explain, her voice quivering, that she was just waiting for the rain outside to stop, that she had nowhere else to go. But her words only made the sneers and whispers grow louder. The manager reached for her arm, intent on pulling her from the seat. She shrank back, clutching her bag as if it were her only shield. And then it happened, just as she braced herself for the humiliation of being dragged out. A hand caught hers. Firm, protective, and steady. A deep voice rose above the noise, filled with anger that made everyone in the cafe freeze. "She's mine. Don't touch her." The cafe fell silent. Heads turned, and whispers died in their throats. Standing beside her was a tall man, his jaw clenched, his eyes blazing with defiance. He stepped between her and the manager, his hands still wrapped protectively around hers. "You don't put your hands on her," he said firmly. The manager stammered, caught off guard. "Sir, I didn't mean—" "Yes, you did." The man cut him off. "You meant to embarrass her. You should throw her out like she's nothing. But she's not nothing. She's with me." His words echoed through the cafe, and the woman's eyes filled with tears. She had never seen him before in her life. The man looked down at her and whispered gently, "It's okay. You're safe now." His tone was softer, meant only for her, though everyone could hear the sincerity in his voice. She didn't understand why this stranger was protecting her, but in that moment, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: dignity. The manager stepped back, awkwardly mumbling an apology. Customers avoided eye contact, some shifting uncomfortably in their seats, others staring with guilt at the woman they had judged only minutes before. The man guided her back into her chair and sat beside her, still holding her trembling hand. "Don't listen to them," he said softly. "They don't know you. I do, and that's all that matters." When the cafe finally resumed its hum of conversation, he looked at her kindly. "You don't know me, but I couldn't just stand there and watch. My name is Daniel," he said softly. She swallowed hard, struggling to find her voice. "I'm Clara." And as the rain continued to fall outside, washing away the grime of the city, something new began to grow inside the cafe. Hope.